What's going on?
It's hard to tell. He may have manifested some sort of butt.
He can do that?
He is the smartest man in the universe.
Today, we'll break down some theories revolving around the universe of Gravity Falls, including multiple Earths, alternate dimensions, and connections to shows like Rick and Morty. Have we discovered one of Grunkle Stan's ex-wives? What do Dipper Pines and Bart Simpson have in common? We'll tell you as we still hope for a third season and some answers to these burning questions.
I think there's something we should finally tell you.
It's no secret that Gravity Falls creator Alex Hirsch and Rick and Morty creator Justin Roiland are good friends. And when good friends create animated shows, they have the chance to feature each other. But the connections between Rick and Morty and Gravity Falls seem to go far beyond just some simple Easter eggs. We truly believe the shows are connected to each other and are part of the same universe. Just check out some of this evidence. There's the episode of Rick and Morty entitled Close Encounters of the Rick Kind. When Rick and Morty run up to a collection of portals, watch as a notebook, a question mark mug, and a pen fly through the portal. Well, in the episode Society of the Blind Eye, those are the exact 3 objects that Stan sends through his portal. But wait, there's more. The Citadel of Rick's episode includes multiple Gravity Falls references. At one point, Morty seems to hold a copy of Dipper's Journal 3, and then we see versions of Morty of both Dipper and Mabel. Time for another theory based off of Bill Cipher's life after the events of Gravity Falls. We're all ready for his big return, but what if the seeds were already planted for his return on Rick and Morty? In the episode Big Trouble in Little Sanchez, Jerry and Beth attend marriage counseling at a distant planet. One of the first steps in the process is a brain scan, and Jerry wears a device which scans his brain. Once completed, the results on the screen showcase an image of Bill Cipher. But what does it all mean? Well, like we've seen through many characters on Gravity Falls before, Bill Cipher actually has the ability to go into the minds of others. What if he transported himself into the mind of Jerry and is living his days out there until he's ready to make his big return? If Bill was able to manipulate an intelligent man like Ford, imagine how easy it would be for him to get inside Jerry's head and control things for a while. The multiverse wasn't really touched upon in Gravity Falls, but there were some small hints we just cannot ignore. The best sign of a Gravity Falls multiverse comes in the episode The Last Mablecorn. When Ford discusses the dreamworld that Bill Cipher brought him to, the visuals are pretty revealing. We see 3 journals that Ford wrote, but there are also a ton of extra journals in the scene. With Bill's ability to travel into any space or time, he's clearly traveled to other universes with Ford and Stan Pines. This helps explain the alternate journals from the different colored covers featured in the scene. We have to wonder how the events unfolded in these alternate universes. Was Bill able to conquer Gravity Falls and the Earth? Why did he take all of those journals? What do those secrets hold? And the biggest question of all, did the other universes get to enjoy more seasons of Gravity Falls? The connection between Rick and Morty and Gravity Falls has been talked about for ages, but now we want to connect Gravity Falls to another animation classic, The Simpsons. As more clues pile up between both shows, we're ready for a crossover episode, or at least some type of cameo during a Treehouse of Horror special. First, check out this gorgeous wide shot of Gravity Falls. The artists and animators have truly captured the world of Gravity Falls, Oregon. And now, check out these scenes from the very first season of The Simpsons. The episode in question is The Call of the Simpsons. Due to Homer's poor navigation, he ends up causing the family's RV to tumble over a cliff and create a fiery crash below. Now check out their wide shot. Pretty similar to Gravity Falls if you ask us. Sure, there are some differences, but the scenes are literally over 20 years apart. A lot could change, including little parts of the landscape.
There aren't any dangerous animals in the forest, are there, Dad?
The second big clue? The Simpsons' hometown has always been Springfield, but in recent years, creator Matt Groening has heavily hinted that the show is set in the state of Oregon. The theory works that The Simpsons takes place in Oregon, and the episode in question actually took place in Gravity Falls. Plus, how else would you explain Bill Cipher's choice for the vivid yellow skin? Speaking of Bill Cipher, He was seemingly destroyed in the series finale of Gravity Falls, but as the show has proven time and time again, nothing is truly ever as it seems. So while Bill Cipher may have been defeated, the audio blurb from his on-screen exit actually turned out to be a puzzle, and the solution was easy. All you had to do was play the audio backwards to hear Bill say the magical words, "I invoke the ancient power that I may return." So yeah, Bill Cipher is not completely gone, setting up a potential storyline for the future of Gravity Falls. Or maybe, just maybe, he will make his return on another show. For now, we're just gonna cling to the hope that Alex Hirsch becomes creatively inspired to return to the world of Gravity Falls. If anything, there will be a big audience ready to binge a new series on Disney+. While we know that Dipper and Mabel go back home at the end of Gravity Falls, we have to wonder what will happen for the Pines brothers, specifically Stanford. Thanks to the final credits of the series, we know that Stan and Ford went boating through the Arctic, but did the brothers manage to survive all the sea creatures and dangers along the way? Well, according to Bill Cipher, Stanford Pines is going to be just okay for a long time. When Ford first meets Bill, the vile yellow triangle spews a lot of dialogue. But there's one specific line to pay attention to. Bill mentions that Ford will be perfectly healthy until the age of 92 when he suffers a heart attack. The news goes by so fast that it's hard to process, but Bill Cipher can travel through all of space and time, so he knows a thing or two. Now we just have to wonder if Stan will live as long as his brother. Who can forget the wisdom of good old Grunkle Stan? We heard one of his best lines ever in the second episode of Gravity Falls. He pulls his boat right up to a young man about to propose to his girlfriend. Stan disrupts the moment with a joke,
"My ex-wife still misses me, but her aim is getting better!"
And that was just the first of many insights into Stan's former love life. Throughout the course of the series, we wonder about his past lovers, but never get to meet them. Well, in recent months, a theory has popped up. Ida from the Owl House is one of his ex-wives. How was this love connection made? Well, in Ida's debut, she reminds us a lot of Grunkle Stan. They both sell a bunch of junk, are constantly on the run or evading authorities, and are able to swindle everyone while taking on some young mentors at the same time. They have a ton in common that would easily sabotage one another in the process. Stan has no problem mingling with the wild creatures of Gravity Falls, so Ida would be a piece of cake. Also, there's a behind-the-scenes connection, as Gravity Falls creator Alex Hirsch voices King on the show. Thanks to the publication of Journal 3, we've gotten a ton more insight into the world of Gravity Falls, and a great book to read over and over again. One thing is clear, the world of Gravity Falls is connected to the horror universe. In a much better style than Universal's attempt at the dark universe, Journal 3 describes some of the monsters Ford has encountered over the years, along with episodes actually featuring the monsters. There are monsters from Creature from the Black Lagoon, a Freddy Krueger-inspired character, nice ghosts similar to Casper, a character similar to Pinhead from Hellraiser, the Invisible Man, a shapeshifter similar to The Thing, Monkey Paw, and a Cyclops. Now, what Gravity Falls should do is take all of these monsters, make a made-for-TV Halloween special, and make all of our nightmares come true. One of the big themes on Gravity Falls is twins. Obviously, we have Dipper and Mabel, and then the huge reveal that Grunkle Stan has a twin in the form of Ford Pines. Well, was there another set of twins that we were completely unaware of? Suze and Booze? Wendy and Bendy? Nope, neither of those. We're talking about the evilest possible twin of them all, Bill Cipher. Thanks to some Gravity Falls supplemental materials, we've got some more details about a possible twin in the form of Axolotl, the name of the creature Bill directed his final message to in the series finale. Yes, the weird-looking fish may also be a god who has a twin in the form of Axolotl. According to this theory, Bill Cipher is actually the Zolotl, the evil twin of the Axolotl. And if you look at the attributes of the Zolotl, you'll find a ton of similarities. It's known as the god of weirdness, fire, lightning, death, twins, deformity, and sickness. Yeesh, sounds a lot like Bill to us. Now for just a quick theory that we hope is far more than just an Easter egg. Raise your digital hands if you've read Gravity Falls' graphic novel, Lost Legends. So great, right? Well, anyway, there was a small moment where you could spot a bookshelf at Shemblock's house. On the bottom shelf is a copy of Journal 4. It does exist, but what does it include? What are we missing? And how exactly can we get our hands on a copy? If they've established a Journal 4 as canon for the series, then we have to know what the contents contain. And did Ford author this journal as well? If we're not going to get more episodes, then we should at least get another graphic novel to explore this further. Wow, nothing like revisiting the Disney Channel classic once again. Which of these theories do you think is true? Anything we missed? Which one is the most far-fetched? Now that Disney owns The Simpsons, are you ready to see an epic crossover between the two shows? Let us know in the comments below, and thanks for watching! Don't forget to subscribe to Screen Rant for more great Gravity Falls content.